Welcome to the shadow frequency, where the veil between this world and the next grows thin, and the things that whisper in the dark are given voice. From the cryptic candlelit studios, deep in the Indiana forests, your host, Matt Wilson, and his spectral producer, Juniper Ravenwood, unearth the forbidden, the forgotten, and the fearsome. So, still your heart, dim the light, and listen closely. For once you tune into the shadow frequency, you may never tune out.
All right, what's trying to escape the drawer tonight? Oh no, not the ring again.
The frosty one?
Yeah, it just left a frost mark on the table. And it's room temperature.
Back in the cabinet. We're not summoning winter.
What else? A black feather.
Please tell me it's from a bird.
Smells faintly like smoke. In campfire, like something else I can't place.
Also back in the drawer.
Agreed. Digging deeper. Here we go.
What you got, June?
Episode 287. The Mysteries of Kurupira. The hidden land of unknown creatures.
A forbidden plateau, a lost world, creatures that don't belong in our time.
Some legends say it's protected. Others say it's trapped.
Tonight, we step into the hidden land. This is episode 287, The Mysteries of Kurupira.
You are tuned to the shadow frequency, where every whisper tells a story from beyond the veil. Hosted by Matt Wilson. Produced by Juniper Ravenwood. With Chris Beach. The darkness continues.
Welcome, Shadow Seekers, to another dive into the unknown on the shadow frequency. Tonight, we're venturing into the heart of South America's untamed wilderness, where ancient plateaus rise like forgotten fortresses from the jungle mist. These isolated worlds, cut off for millions of years, are said to harbor beasts that time itself has overlooked. Massive reptiles, thunderous giants, and winged horrors straight out of legend. Guarding this forbidden realm is Kurupira, a sly spirit with backward feet and fiery hair, luring the unwary deeper into peril. Join us as we uncover the chilling mysteries of Kurupira, the hidden land that inspired Arthur Conan Doyle's The Lost World.
Whoa, Juniper, you got me hooked already. Sounds like we're stepping right into a nightmare jungle adventure. Mm-hmm. Dinosaurs, spirits, and secrets no one's meant to find.
Yep.
Can't wait to crack this one open.
It's got that perfect eerie edge, doesn't it? The kind that makes you question what's really out there. Over to you, Matt. Take us in its shadows.
Thanks, Juniper, for digging into the file cabinet and unearthing this gem of a case. Seriously, every time you pull one out, it's like opening a portal to somewhere wild and weird. All right, folks, settle in, because today we're talking about the mysteries of Kurupira, a hidden land of unknown creatures lurking in the ancient plateaus of South America's wilderness. Picture this: towering stone mesas, like giant islands floating above a sea of endless jungle, shrouded in perpetual fog and nearly impossible to climb. These aren't just any mountains, they're tepuis, isolated ecosystems that have been cut off from the rest of the world for eons, preserving secrets that can make your skin crawl. Let's start with the guardian of this forbidden world, Kurupira itself. In indigenous folklore from the Tupi-Guarani peoples of Brazil and beyond, Kurupira is described as a small, red-haired being, almost like a tricky child or dwarf, with feet turned backward. Why backward? To confuse anyone foolish enough to follow its tracks. It wanders the forest, whistling sharply to disorient hunters, luring them deeper into the wilderness where they vanish without a trace. But Kurupira isn't just a prankster spirit, it's the protector of the wild. Stories from tribes like the Yanomami paint it as a fierce defender, punishing those who harm the animals or trees excessively. And here's where it gets really chilling. Some accounts say Kurupira isn't driving people away out of spite, but to shield them from something far worse, horrors that roam the ancient plateaus above. These plateaus, like the infamous Kurupira tepuis on the Venezuelan-Brazilian border, rise over 3,000 feet. Their flat tops a labyrinth of bizarre rock formations, swamps, and carnivorous plants. Indigenous legends whisper of massive reptilian beasts up there, their thunderous footsteps shaking the ground, enormous tracks scarring the earth. Winged creatures are said to circle the misty skies, screeching warnings to intruders. Explorers from the 19th century, like Percy Fawcett, reported hearing unidentifiable roars echoing from these heights, sounds that didn't match any known animal. Fawcett himself spoke of monstrous tracks of unknown origin in the impenetrable forest below, hinting at creatures that shouldn't exist in our time. Imagine scaling those sheer cliffs, the jungle humidity clinging to you like a second skin, only to reach the summit and find a world frozen in prehistory. Tribes tell of the stoa, a hulking bipedal monster 20 to 25 feet long with powerful hind legs, tiny forelimbs, and a predatory gleam in its eyes. It's said to ambush other animal prey, but it won't hesitate to take down a human if one strays too far. Then there's the sua, a gigantic beast with a long neck and tail, grazing on the treetops, its massive body lumbering through the mist like a shadow from the dinosaur age. And don't forget the washoriwa, a terrifying flyer with a wingspan over 20 feet, a crested head, and a sharp, elongated beak. In local lore, it's the ancestral mother of all vampire bats, swooping down during the day to snatch the unwary. Gold prospectors have claimed attacks, describing it as a living nightmare from the skies. These stories aren't just campfire tales. They inspired Arthur Conan Doyle's The Lost World, where explorers discover a plateau teeming with dinosaurs and ape-like savages. Doyle drew from real reports of these tepuis, places like Mount Roraima and Kurupira, where the isolation has birthed unique, almost alien life. Carnivorous pitcher plants that devour insects, frogs that roll like pebbles to escape danger, and rock formations that twist into ghostly shapes under the fog. But the legends go deeper. Some say these creatures are survivors of extinction events, relics hidden by the plateau's geography. Kurupira, the spirit, stands as the gatekeeper, using its tricks to keep humanity from awakening these ancient terrors. As you listen, think about it. What if those roars and tracks are real? What if right now in those mist-shrouded heights something out of time is watching, waiting? The air up there is thin, the silence deafening until broken by a distant bellow that chills your blood. Tribes refuse to approach certain zones, warning of supernatural forces in government-restricted areas that hint at bigger secrets. The mysteries of Kurupira pull you in, deeper and deeper, just like the spirit itself. Man, these tales have me glancing over my shoulder even in the studio. If Kurupira's out there guarding these beasts, maybe some places are meant to stay lost.
Totally gives me the creeps imagining those winged shadows overhead. Can't shake it.
Stick around, because in the second half we'll dig even deeper into the theories and what might really be lurking up there. Over to you, Juniper, for the break.
Woo, that first half had me on the edge of my seat. Ancient plateaus, trickster spirits, and creatures that sound like they stepped out of a dinosaur flick. I wonder what you are thinking right now. Are these just legends, or is there something more? Coming up, Matt dives into the aftermath, theories, and lingering question about what's really being protected. But first, over to Chris for a quick word.
Coming at you from the shadows, Juniper. Quick reminder, if you like what you hear, make sure you follow, like, and subscribe wherever you listen. That support means everything to us. You can find the Shadow Frequency on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Rumble, and all podcast platforms. Our digital haunt is shadowfrequencypodcast.com. Full episode archive, shadow blog, merch store, voicemail messages, and ways to support the show. Now let's get back into it. Over to you, Juniper.
Thanks, Chris. Time to fire up the spectrocosmic message materializer. Flipping the switches. Let's see what ethereal whispers it conjures from the void. Here's an enigmatic missive emerging from the haze.
Message retrieved from the void.
Time to crack it open and uncover what our shadowy correspondent has shared. Says, hey, Matt and Juniper. Tori here from Montana. Just wanted to send a quick note, say how much I love the Shadow Frequency. I'm a big fan of the blog and the website, and I really appreciate the huge variety of topics you cover. It never feels repetitive. Every episode is a new rabbit hole. And I have to say, the file cabinet bit cracks me up every time while still being creepy in the best way. I always listen on TikTok. Keep doing what you're doing. You've built something seriously awesome. Tori in Montana, always ready to open the next file. Tori, that's the kind of message that lights up our eerie little studio. Thanks for the love from Montana. We thrive on those rabbit holes, too, and it's awesome hearing how the file cabinet creeps and chuckles are hooking folks in. Keep spreading the shadows, and remember, if you've got a story or shout-out, hit us up at shadowpodcast@protonmail.com. All right, back to the mysteries. Over to you, Matt, for the second half.
You are tuned to the Shadow Frequency, where every whisper tells a story from beyond the veil. The darkness continues.
Thanks, Juniper, and a big shout out to Tori. That mailbag always reminds me why we do this. Love hearing how the show pulls people into these wild worlds. Now, picking up where we left off, we're plunging deeper into the mysteries of Kurupira, that hidden land of unknown creatures in South America's ancient plateaus. We've talked about the legends, the guardian spirit, and those bone-chilling beasts, but what if there's more to it? Let's explore the aftermath, the theories, and yeah, I'll throw in a bit of that rational side to chew on, even as the eerie vibes linger. Building on those indigenous tales, modern expeditions have added fuel to the fire. In the 1970s, Czech explorer Jaroslav Mareš ventured to the Kurupira tepuis, hearing firsthand from the Yanomami tribe about the Stoa, Sua, and Washorewa. Mareš described the Stoa as a cunning ambush hunter, lurking in the underbrush, its bipedal stance and short arms making it a swift killer. One story he documented involved a hunter who barely escaped its clutches, describing a roar that froze his blood. The Sua, meanwhile, is portrayed as a gentle giant until provoked, with a neck stretching high to pluck leaves, its footsteps like distant thunder rolling across the plateau. And the Washorewa? Sightings in 1997 near the Tepuis waterfalls paint it as a diurnal terror, diving with precision, its crest slicing the air like a blade. Gold prospectors have reported being dive-bombed, forced to flee as this mother of bats defends its domain. These aren't isolated yarns. They echo across the Tepuis. Percy Fawcett's early 20th century journeys brought back whispers of similar monsters in Bolivia's Madidi region. Swamp-dwelling giants with long necks, perhaps kin to the Sua. Even Arthur Conan Doyle wove these into the Lost World, imagining a plateau where evolution stood still. But why here? The Tepuis' isolation, millions of years separated from the mainland, has created bizarre ecosystems. Think about it. Pebble toads that ball up and roll away, iridescent plants that shimmer like illusions, and valleys of crystal that look extraterrestrial. Some theories suggest these lands are biological quarantine zones, preserving relic species from extinction events. What if the Stoa is a surviving theropod, adapted to the harsh summit? Or the Washorewa, a pterosaur descendant gliding on thermal winds? More unsettling ideas float around. Kurupira might represent an ancient non-human intelligence tasked with guarding Earth's last forbidden spots. Tribes speak of these creatures not as natural animals, but remnants of something placed there, perhaps by forces beyond our understanding. Is Kurupira protecting the forest from us, or us from what's beyond? Modern trekkers still face restricted zones, government interference, and locals who won't guide them near certain areas. One expedition in the 1990s reported enormous tracks, too fresh to dismiss, leading to shadowed crevices where echoes suggested something massive was watching. Okay, here's that note of skepticism to balance things out because, hey, we're all about exploring every angle. Some researchers argue these sightings could be misidentifications. Maybe the stoa is an exaggerated take on a large monitor lizard or undiscovered big cat, amplified by fog and fear. The sua? Perhaps echoes of elephant-like mammals long extinct, or even geological rumbles mistaken for footsteps. And the wachoriwa might stem from oversized birds like the harpy eagle, their silhouettes warped in the mist. Folklore often blends reality with the supernatural, turning rare encounters into epic myths. But even with that rational lens, the atmosphere up there stays eerie. Those unexplainable roars, the backward tracks that lead nowhere, it leaves you wondering, what if the skepticism is just another trick by the Kurupira to keep us away? As we wrap this up, the chilling question hangs in the air. Is Kurupira merely myth or an ancient sentry shielding us from hunters in the forgotten highlands? These plateaus call to the curious, but beware, once you start climbing, there's no turning back. Leaves you with that unresolved shiver, doesn't it? Whatever's up there, it's got secrets worth guarding.
Absolutely. Skeptical or not, I'd think twice before booking a trek. Wild stuff.
Thanks for joining us on this shadowy journey. Until next time, keep questioning the unknown. Over to you, Juniper, for the sign-off.
What a ride through the mists of Kurupira. Ancient plateaus, guardian spirits, and creatures that blur the line between legend and reality. Thanks for tuning in and letting us pull you into the shadows. If you've got your own eerie encounters or topic ideas, drop us a line at shadowpodcast@protonmail.com. And check out the blog on our website at shadowfrequencypodcast.com for more dives into the unknown. Join us next time for another strange case that'll keep you up at night. Matt, you want to say goodnight?
Good night, Shadow Seekers. Stay curious, but watch your step in the wilderness.
Sweet dreams, or whatever shadows bring. This is Juniper signing off from the Shadow Frequency.
This episode was conjured with a solemn vow to explore the unexplained while remaining bound to the truths that have been unearthed. All interpretations are speculative and offered only for your enlightenment and your entertainment.